What's up, people? If you are new here, you're highly welcome. My name is Uma Obiora. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys tips and tricks on how to be productive. So if you want to get on your A game, stay tuned. Like, keep on watching this video till the end, and please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. So I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips on how to be productive because I know that this is something most people struggle with. They struggle with procrastination, they struggle with being lazy, they find it hard to get out of bed or do what they are supposed to do. They just feel like they are stuck in one place. So my first tip would be planning. Obviously, you already have what you want to do in mind. Let's say you're a YouTuber and you also have a job, you're also a 9 to 5 person, and you just get a day off from like working throughout the week. And you know that okay, this particular, let's say on Tuesday, you want to film 2 videos and you have other errands to run. So the day before Monday, when you get back from work, you just have to plan. You just have to like put these things down, like write them down. I'm sorry, like people that say they use their laptop to like plan their day or their, for me self phone is still reasonable because I'm like okay, you're always with your phone like 247, even when you're outside you're always with your phone, so you can easily go through this is what I have to do next. But using your laptop, I don't see it as, well, I say realistic. I just prefer you can just write these things down. I don't mind when I'm going to the market, I write on a sheet of paper like the things I have to buy. I don't mind. I don't care. I bring it out and I'm going through it. So you write this thing down, plan them like from like most important to like less important, or you plan them based on timing, which is the best. Okay, when I wake up, this when it's 9 o'clock exactly, and cut these tasks down. Like I said earlier, cut them down to like the most important. Don't just put random things there because when you see like a long list of tasks, it might be discouraging. So what you know that is very important, like filming this video, don't just put oh brush I'm going to brush my teeth. Nah, that one is already a necessity. You know you have to do that. So you put these things there and stick to it. Let me give you guys a trick I use most times. Whenever you have a lot of things to do, try as much as possible to do the one you feel that is the hardest first. Okay, you feel like okay, as a YouTuber, you let me say for example now before yesterday I knew that I'm going to like film this video and I'm also going to go and get something in the market per se or whatever thing, and I know that filming this video is like the most hardest because I have to like plan, do my makeup, rehearse my script and the rest. So I just have when I wake up, I just tell of my day with like, okay, let me just film this first before I start going ahead to do all those other small things like going to the market and the rest. Because there's this dopamine rush it gives when you have done like the big thing, the huge thing. You just feel like, oh, if I can achieve this, then there's no big deal. Then doing the rest like will be very easy. It's just like when you are sweeping the house, all of a sudden, okay, I'm enjoying doing this. Like you don't see it as a big deal. If I can do this, then you find yourself washing the toilet. Is it just me? Like when I start doing a particular chore, I just find myself doing several others. So that's. I hope you guys like understand what I'm trying to say because most times it's hard for me to explain what's in my head. And another thing is don't multitask. Like once you're carrying out these duties, do it one at a time. Like don't feel like oh I can be filming and also I can be probably doing something else, or while I'm doing this particular task I can nah, one at a time, because it makes you whatever you're doing you are more efficient. Like you do it to the fullest, like you give it your best. So don't forget the first tip here is planning. Exactly. And you have to do this like the day before. So my second tip would be waking up early. Yes, I know everybody says wake up early, wake up by 5 a.m. That's just the truth. Don't see it as this, this is so unrealistic. Nah, that's the best thing you can ever do for yourself, especially if you procrastinate. Just learn the habit of waking up early. 5 a.m. is the perfect time. I won't even lie. Since I started working, I started waking up. I wake up every day, let's say 5:30, sometimes 5 a.m. It just depends. So even on the days I'm not going to work, I just find myself waking up by that time. And the good thing about that, you see, you have lot of time to do a lot. Let's say you're waking up by 5 a.m. You use like 1 hour 30 minutes to do whatever chore you want to do, and is 1 hour 30 minutes is just that will be like 6:30. You still have a lot of time. If you want to do your skincare routine, you take your time. And there's something about having these slow mornings. I don't know how to like explain this. It just makes you feel like you're in control when you are taking your time to do all these things. Let's say you didn't even plan the day before. You wake up early, you start planning your day. You can do this after doing your chore, do your skincare routine. You can even make breakfast. There's nothing like, oh, I'm rushing, I'm not going to eat. Nah, you have lots of time. Like, before you know, by 9 a.m., you have achieved a lot. Then you go about doing other stuff like other things on your list that you have planned to do. You can achieve a lot. So the main thing from this point is just that okay, you can achieve a lot from waking up early. And there's this thing about your environment. For me, because I feel like once my environment is clean enough, it enhances productivity. Do you understand? If you have that time to like clean your space, obviously your mindset, you just feel good about your environment. Obviously you'll be motivated to be productive, to do whatever you have to do. If it's work, if it's to read your book, do you understand? So waking up early is like, for me, it's very important. Don't see it as it's a lie. Like, oh, who used to wake up? People do wake up that early. Even it doesn't matter. You don't have to be going somewhere. You don't have to be traveling before you wake up by 5 a.m. You can fix that into like your daily routine. So my third tip would be minimizing distractions. Yes, nothing is going to happen to you if you don't reply that message immediately. Nobody's going to kill you. At first, it's not urgent. That's why there's call. For me, I feel like calls are for urgency. Exactly. If someone's texting, you don't have to always be, unless they are probably calling you, then you be like, okay. Even while I was recording this, someone called me. I have to like end this and like be like, hello, what's up? Do you understand? Because I feel like probably it's an urgency. But if you're texting me, I don't see any reason why I have to reply immediately. Like nobody's going to die. So if you put your mind to something, okay, I want to read my book for 3 hours straight, you can just drop your phone, and just dedicate that time to reading your book. You can give yourself like, okay, maybe 1 hour 30 minutes break in between. You just check your message. Then after checking your message or whatever you want to do during that break, you return back to reading and complete your 3 hours reading schedule. There's this other trick I'm going to like give you guys. Always time yourself when you are carrying out a particular task. It's just like during exam. Okay, they'll be like, okay, you guys have 1 hour 30 minutes for this paper. Obviously you automatically become conscious and you want to like, okay, let me write fast, let me do what I have to do, let me read through. Even if you are done, you want to read through, you do everything you have to do well during that specific period of time. If you don't time yourself, that's why I said let's take for example, as a student, you time yourself, okay, I have to read 2 topics in 3 hours or one topic. You automatically become conscious, like, okay, I have to do this now because 3 hours is such a short period of time. There's no time for jokes. So you just it just gives you that, you just tend to be productive. Do you understand? That's just the word at this point. Like, you just automatically do what you have to do at that time and you see yourself. And funny thing is, you end up achieving that particular thing you want to achieve at that period of time. Yes, now even during exams, when or even assignment, you're like, oh, we're something the assignment tomorrow, and maybe you haven't done the assignment a week ago, but that night before you submit that assignment, you just see yourself like you will do everything, you even do it better. You understand? So like giving timing yourself helps. You understand? To minimize distractions and like time whatever task you decide to do. So my fourth tip would be having a structure. What do I mean by having a structure? Uh, when it's just like, okay, this day is for this. It's similar to planning, but there's a bit difference. It's just like Okay, let me give you this example. You work from home. You understand? I always give example, and I don't know, this example just come from nowhere. You work from home, and you're like, and most times it's very difficult for you because, oh, you are sitting on your bed, and maybe you probably forget that you have something to do, or you have emails to reply, and you're just on your bed on your phone. Tell yourself, like, make it, like, have a particular structure. Having a structure can also be in form of, okay, creating a workstation at home, a workspace. You can get a table, a chair, put your laptop or whatever on it, so that whenever you sit on that, or whenever you are in that workspace, that workstation, or whatever you created for yourself for work, you automatically just have this feeling, okay, I have emails to reply, I have this to do. But if it's just your bed, you might be reluctant. Some people can work from their bed, not all. Some people needs that push, and a workstation can be that push. It can be that structure. Having a structure could also be in form of, like, apart from having a workspace, could also be in form of making out time. Like, for me, what I do sometimes is I'll just be like, okay, today is Tuesday. This is filming day. I'm not going to do any other thing. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not paying attention to anything. I'm going to film today. Friday could be like, okay, I'm going to clean this house. Like, I'm not even going to touch my phone to record nothing about YouTube. I'm going to clean or me prep for the week. And I'll just dedicate that day. So that is having a structure. I'm just going to dedicate that day, okay, to cleaning, to me prepping, or okay, to like filming. Yes, like I mean that day, like I'm not going to do any of that. If I want to film, like I just give it my all. You see, so having that structure already, when it's next week Saturday, you already know, okay, today is me prepping day, today is cleaning day. So it's already here, and it helps in being productive. Yes, now it's just like, okay, you have to go to work Monday, Wednesday. When it's Monday, nobody needs to tell you you're already up and you're on your way to work, because there is a structure already. So that's my fourth tip. And when you have the structure, it's not just about having a structure, it's not just about having a workspace. You have to be disciplined about it. Like, discipline is just something you have to like grow like within, like on your own. So have these structures and be disciplined about it. So my fifth and final tip I guess would be being realistic. So when you are like setting habits, set this habit based on who you want to be identified as. Do you understand? Like, don't just focus on your achievements. I don't know how to explain this. Okay, let me give you an example. I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm a YouTuber, right? And I see all these other YouTubers like posting videos. Some post like twice a week, 3 times a week, and I'm like, how are these people doing this? Like, like, is it that I'm just lazy, or I don't even have ideas, or what is wrong? Like, I can't even posting a week is like a struggle. So how are these people posting 3 times a week? But at the end of the day, I decided to think about it. Yes, because if I actually like calm down and think about it, which I did, I looked at these people's life. They are they are basically a YouTuber. Like, that's their job. Their job description is a YouTuber. They don't, when they wake up, they're a YouTuber. Like, they don't have any extra job they are doing. That is what they do for a living. Do you understand? But me, I like do up like three things. I have a job. I'm a YouTuber. I'm also learning a skill. So where is that time to be posting twice a week? What time do I have to edit these videos? What time do I even have to film? I also have my personal life that I have to focus on. So that is what I mean by being realistic. Don't just be like, oh, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. You know yourself. You, at the end of the day, even if you're a lazy person, even if you're a hardworking person, you know what you can do. So I know that I can't post twice a week. I almost like, I want to try, like, but I just know I can't do it. But that doesn't mean you should be relaxed, because there's something about shifting your mindset. I'm also going to use myself as an example. As of last year, I was posting twice in a month. That's every 2 weeks. But I shifted my mindset. Do you understand? I like literally shifted my mindset that, oh, I can actually post once in a week. I don't have to wait till like it's the next week then I post so that to be able to now I can actually try and post once a week. So don't just be relaxed because I know maybe because I'm saying be realistic, you can be like, also learn how to shift your mindset, because that for me, I feel like this should have been another point, but you get what I mean. So, like I said earlier, don't just focus on the achievement. Oh, I can do this. Oh, if I do this, it will be nice. Set this habit based on who you want to be identified as, so that when you're even putting out videos, I'm sure I'm still giving an example based on YouTube, but when you're still putting out videos, the videos are like optimum. Is that the correct word? Is it just me that uses English words without even knowing the meaning? Like, so that when you're like posting a video, you're giving it your best. When you're filming, when you're editing, you're like putting your best, not like you're struggling. Hey, I have to edit this one, I have to film this one too. My boss is calling me, I have nah. So that's why I'm like, when you're setting this habit, set it based on who you want to be identified. I don't just look at the achievement. That's that for my fifth tip. So guys, I'm ending this video with a trick I learned from this book. If you guys watch my live updates earlier as of I think February or March, I guess, when I mentioned that I read this book Atomic Habits by James Clear. So it wouldn't be fair if I end this video without like giving few tips I learned from this book. So I'm just going to be dropping one tip anyway, not like, because it's a lot. If you can get this book, please get it. That's really helped me. So basically, it's just you um stacking a new habit with the habit you already have. You understand? So that it won't seem like you are starting all over. Let me explain. I'll explain. Let's say, let me give an example for like easy understanding. Let's say you want to learn the habit of reading. You want to start reading, it's part of your new year resolution. You find it hard reading before and you are like, okay, this year I want to start reading, and still you are still struggling with it. When you pick up a book, 5 minutes you're already dozing off, and you are the kind of person that you but when it's like audio, you tend not to like sleep. You can just download audiobooks on your phone or wherever, and start playing them. There are several audiobooks you can download, several books you can download as audio, and you can just start playing them. Probably while you are like going about your daily activities, you will be listening to these like books. And sometimes it's even more interesting if you think about it. Like listening to a particular voice explaining things. It just feels like you have a teacher in front of you, especially books like this. Do you understand? It just feels like you have a teacher in front of you explaining these things to you, which will even make you even understand better than you trying to read on your own and you're like struggling to understand. So did you get the stacking of habits now? You had an old habit of, oh, you enjoy listening to music, maybe podcasts, and you want to learn a new habit of reading. You see how you use your old habit to like help the new habit you are trying to like incorporate. So you stack both, and automatically you become a reader. You start finding it interesting, like searching for these books, and at one point you are reading. They are all reading, either physical or audio. You still ended up reading that particular book. So it will make you know it makes things easy. It doesn't feel like, oh, you're starting all over, you're struggling, because most people just give up at that starting point. So this is an would I say an advice. If you're trying to like start a new habit, just try stacking it up with an old one. So guys, we've come to the end of today's video. I hope this video was useful. I hope I was able to explain myself the best possible way. And I know there are so many cuts on this video because of me over talking and the rest. So, but I hope you guys at least learned one or two things, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions or if you even have extra tips, you can just put them down in the comment section. It could be helpful to me or someone else. So do just that, and please guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. I love you guys. Bye.